さあ、では失礼します。
Hi guys and girls, Krang here, and I'm playing a game called Nekopara Volume 1. I found this on Steam, and this visual novel is slightly different from other visual novels. It starts like the other visual novels as well, you know, with narrative stuff and whatnot, but you'll see soon why it's more interesting than it is. Anyways, again, I'm gonna click this mover guy, and he repeats this this text what what is just available here.
ありがとうございました。では失礼します。
So I'm playing a role of cafe, newly cafe keeper of some sort. Interesting. Called Casho, and this is interesting game because it has voice acting, so I only need to do the narrative lines and the actual lines of Casho, otherwise it's narrative. I mean, already done. Alright. This should be the most of the boxes then. I wiped my sweat off from my forehead with my arm. Phew! As the moving truck disappeared from view. Although it was really April, early April, and only beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't even have signage yet. The brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. There was also a large window which let lots of sunlight in. And finally there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery, La Soleil, which instead of proper French title Le, it was La Soleil, which means the sun. This was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I have to do my best, I softly murmured to myself. From here on out, no one will tell me what to do. I was going to start completely anew despite the stature of my family's name and everything that I had happened up until now have happened. Alone I will decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, although I was a bit worried, though the lay of head made me break into smile. Alright. In any case, I'd better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new smelling bakery. Yay! Let's go in! Yay! Hold on. Need to... I'm almost falling on my chair, so that's why I had to adjust a little bit. What's with this big box? In front of me there was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate, absolutely this side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. First off, there were boxes that looked like they came from my house. These were for the bakery. There's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags of the moving company either. All there was were those warning labels. And here is where the things are getting interesting, you'll see soon. Well, I know for sure once I open the... Yep, voiced. But you haven't seen nothing yet. Huh? That's an interesting meow. Meow. Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez.
よかった。ごまかせたみたい。危ない危ない。気をつけないと。
Like that won't fool me. What are you doing, Chocola?
お久しぶりですね。ご主人様。
We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know.
まあ、それはそうなんですけど。あ、それよりちょっと聞いてください。引っ越し業者の人たちひどいんですよ。ショコラのこと運ぶときにですね。この段ボール重いから気をつけろよ。思わずふしゃーって泣きそうになっちゃいました。一生懸命に我慢しましたけど、ショコラはプンプンですよ。プンプン。
Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Chocola puffed out her cheeks. You could say that she was always happy-go-lucky. Or rather she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. I guess that's how you describe Chocola. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you. Bless you. Hey. So now I'm dealing with two Catgirls. Awesome.
引っ越し業者のトラックの中が埃っぽくて、鼻がムズムズつらかった。
Why is Vanilla here too?
ショコラがいるところ。それは私がいるところだから。それに、猫は狭いところは嫌いじゃない。
Is that so?
あと私も、こっちの段ボールも重いから気をつけろよーとか言われた。だから私もおこ。どんすか。
Again, huh? In any case, Chocola, Vanilla, get out of there. I was at my wit's end with large boxes that had suddenly sold up. This game introduces an interesting feature called emote or something like that, I don't know. But you'll see soon that this is not just an ordinary visual novel. You see that this is exactly very special visual novel with certain reasons. Anyhow, Chocola and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why is no one picking up the phone? Just what is Sigurd doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. There was no way that Chocola and Vanilla could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first place. On the outside, catgirls look almost like humans. They can understand words and can talk just like us. Man, I'm studying a lot today. But more than humans, catgirls were closer to normal cats. After all, catgirls had ears and tails just like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred as catgirls. These days catgirls fit into society as pets in families or partners to humans. My little sister really loves to dote on catgirls. So our family has 6 including Chocolate Manila. In any case, they couldn't have melt themselves all in their own. Mailing living things throughout the past would be impossible for one thing. There's no way of my parents would have helped with this either. Thus I could only guess that this was somehow Shigure's doing. I see. So Shigure was an accomplice then.
すごく綺麗なオチですにゃ
Yay, Z! This is the new feature that I was talking you about. Yes, these catgirls are really talking. You're not seeing, you know, anything wrong. They are actually talking, moving, and yeah. So yay! Kawaii desu.
新しいお布団とか家具の匂いとか好きですにゃ思ってたより広い。ご主人の解消バッチリ。バニラ、あっちの部屋行ってみよう。探検。位置的におそらく寝室。きっとご主人の新しいベッドがあるはず。いやー、それは聞き逃せないね。もふもふしに行こう。もふもふ。もふもふ了解。私もそれはいいと思う。そうと決まれば、レッツゴー。
Let's go! Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves.
はーい。
Without ill intentions, the 2 catgirls were off and running. Yeah. This visual novel is really interesting because you can actually see their lips moving and them moving around, so... Oh god. Not now. What would I do with the Google mail notifications? That's my Google mail notification, by the way. So sorry if it goes on time to time. Well, the bakery did have living quarters in the 2nd floor, so I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young catgirls anymore either, so I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up an address in my phone's address book. Minaduki Residence. Well, I already left Shigure a message, so she shall call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in my pocket. I had moved out without saying anything, so for her to call me back within a day seemed a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right this moment. I should hear from Shigure soon anyhow.
ご主人様のお布団、もふもふ完了であります。
Whoa! You just scampered like out of nowhere, Chocola. I wonder why it's freezing at some parts. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay. Nope, I cannot change anything. Oh well.
新しいお布団、すごくふかふか。合格点。
Good work, you two. Gosh, what if you have major bedhead? Sheesh.
ご主人様のなでなで大好き。気持ちいいです。
cute!
苦しゅうない。もっと。
Okay. Pat, both. I tidied up their hair with a gum, whatever. The soft hair felt nice as always. I likely bunked them both on the head while they had their eyes closed. Now then, why were the two of you hiding among my moving boxes? Why?
ご主人様が連れてってくれないって言うから仕方なく。ショコラが行くって言うからノリで。
Uh-huh. You had no choice, just tagged along. You two. Well, I figured that had be the reason, but anyhow I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you this isn't a vacation or a picnic? I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Shigure and the other Catgirls are there too. It would be better if you two just... What was that?
違うんです。これはお腹が反抗期なだけなんです。だから違うんです。本当に。
Yeah, right. Like I believe you.
朝早かったせいで朝ごはん食べ損なったから仕方ない。それにショコラはお腹の音も可愛い。
Well, you're right there, Vanilla. And Chocola's face is just priceless. While listening to those two silly excuses, I glanced at the clock and saw that it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I haven't eaten anything since this morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then? ご主人様大好き。Well, I love you too, Chocola.
さすがご主人は話がわかる。かたじけない。
These two were easygoing as always. Yeah. I'm getting fired up. Meow? Meat, huh? Mostly meat.